Yo, what is going on, guys? Sinister Skater here, and today, February 28th, the last day of February, we got a pretty huge update in Infinite Warfare. Lots of new content added, some new updates, and things that get me really excited. So we're going to hop right into it. First things first that everyone's going to notice and everyone's going to want is it added 3 new weapons into the Quartermaster, and they did so in a really fantastic way. And also, before we even get into that, thing we should talk about first is the Quartermaster specific weapons, the ones that only drop in supply drops and you can't craft them, have been switched up. You'll see the new screen on the screen right now, but guns like the Volt Corruption are now available to craft in the salvage menu. Sadly, the Ripper Basoku is still not craftable. It's still in that supply drop only thing. But back to the new weapons, they added 3 new weapons. The first one is the RV2, which is a 2-round burst assault rifle and energy rifle, but you can also split it up kind of like the Type 2, and it splits into a melee weapon. When you have the assault rifle in melee weapon form, you get a faster movement speed and a one-hit kill melee like a normal melee weapon would. And the melee weapons are kind of like those surgical things they use to shock people when they're like clear. It's like that in a gun form, which is really interesting. It actually is a pretty neat idea, especially with an energy weapon. But what's really cool about this is if you have the season pass like I do myself, you get the base variant of the RV2 for free. So I'm going to be grinding that up, trying to get a Dark Matter video on that within the next couple of days, which would be pretty awesome. Another weapon they added, which I love the way they implemented this, is the UDM, which is a full auto ballistic pistol, high damage. It's more effective at a long range, which is going to be interesting how that's going to play out as a sidearm. Can't wait to get my hands on it to try it out. But the way you unlock this is you have to have a prestiged pistol or a sidearm, and you have to get kills with a pistol with an optic on it and one of the accessories earned through prestiging the weapon. So you can have the EMC on level 1 prestige, throw on the dog tags, throw an optic on it, get 200 kills, and you unlock the base UDM new pistol. So there's ways to actually earn the weapon. They're not all locked behind supply drops, which is really awesome. The only weapon locked behind the supply drop that is new is the new melee weapon, which is the Axe Headsman, which is an epic variant. It's like a melee weapon like an axe, but the catch here is that you can actually throw the axe like a tomahawk, which is pretty neat. I believe you have to go and pick it up before you get anything, so you'd be running around with your fist, but you can throw the axe and go retrieve it, and it's a cool new melee weapon. That's the only thing that's locked behind supply drops. Maybe I'll get that when I do my opening. New weapons, bunch of cool stuff, but we also have some other things to talk about. One of those being you can now equip multiple taunts for the winner's circle. You can bind all 4 of the D-pad directions to a taunt, so you can choose from 4 different ones when you're in the winner's circle, which is pretty cool. And now the weapons show in the winner's circle instead of having your payload of that rig. I believe it uses the last weapon that you had in the game, so if you're using like a Dark Matter, or not Dark Matter, why did I say Dark Matter earlier? A Black Sky weapon, and you use it all a game, and you get in the winner's circle, you're going to have that Black Sky weapon showcase, which is neat, adds a little bit more personality to the game. I really didn't like having the payload show up every time. It looks very similar and repetitive. So there's that. And another thing while I'm talking about rigs is now you can view each person's rig or combat rig in the lobby in 360, so you can turn them around. They're not just in a static formation, which nice little touch to the game. The Frost camo has also been uploaded. I did a video on this a while back. I'll throw a little clip up for comparison, but this is the camo you got during the 12 days of whatever it was, Call of Duty or whatever it was back in the day, and it got updated. It's a little bit like, I don't know, just a different texture pretty much for the most part. I mean, you can see on the screen. I'm not going to talk too much more on that. There's been 200 more levels added to zombies, which is exciting. For those of you that like zombies in Spaceland and Raven the Redwoods, personally, I haven't even touched it yet that much, so I should probably hop on that. But there's more levels for you to get, more icons to earn, things like that. And if you guys have already reached the max level and have earned XP over that level, that XP will carry over and you'll insta level up to however much XP you have and give you that new rank, which is awesome, so you don't have to like start over as new and kind of, you know, lose out on XP. The last big thing they threw in here, which made people kind of freak out in the beginning, but it's not that much of a change, is now kill trades are a thing in Call of Duty, which is pretty huge. I'm wondering if they're going to have like playlists for this in the future or whatnot. But, you know, it's interesting because Call of Duty usually is a really fast-paced game. It usually is shoot first, you get the kill. If you don't shoot first, you're probably going to die. That's how a majority of gunfights go in Call of Duty. With trades now in the game, if you shoot at the same time as your enemy and you're both low on health, you're both going to die, or you'll do that extra shot of damage before you die. Before, it was like whatever bullet hits first, that person dies and the other bullet just completely disappears. We see gunfights happen like this in games like Destiny, Battlefield, Overwatch. It's never been in Call of Duty before. I know it's been talked about for a while now. I remember talking about it back in Black Ops 1, but now they added it. The thing is, it's not in public matches yet. It's not live. I don't know if they plan on doing it in the future, or maybe they'll have a playlist for a weekend. Maybe that'll be this weekend's playlist. I'm kind of interested to see how that would play in public matches. Right now, it's only in custom games, an option that you can tick on and use if you want, which is pretty interesting. If you have it on now those RPG or launcher shots that you take and then all of a sudden they disappear because you die and you thought you would have got the kill, now you will actually get the kill instead of having that bullet just disappear and you're all angry and frustrated and throwing your control at the wall and stuff. So pretty interesting stuff. But that's pretty much all the big stuff from this update. Again, there's always those little various fixes and UI updates and things like that. If you guys want to see all that, I'll link it down below in the description so you can go check out the patch notes. But that's all for me. Interesting stuff. I can't wait to get these new weapons, get some camos on them, and showcase them to you. You can look forward to that, and then maybe even again tonight, but probably tomorrow and Thursday. And I plan on doing a supply drop opening to see if we can get any of the new weapon variants or just epic weapons, legendary weapons in general this weekend. Probably upload it Friday night, maybe Saturday, maybe next Monday. I don't know. I'm waiting to see if there's a bribe this Friday, if I need to save my keys for that or not. I don't want to waste them all right now and have there be some sale or something like that. So that's the plan for the future. If you guys aren't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe for future gaming and Call of Duty content if you aren't already. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. I'm Skater. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.